Yo, what's good? Parzyx up in this bitch. And this video will be a two-part video. It's the yin and yang of AI. This is from Joe Rogan Experience Clips. And we're going to skip through all of this shit. Well, we're going to focus on the future of AI, why humans are special, consciousness and consciousness theories, and this is the best case for it. We're going to do the good first, okay?
Really?
Yeah, and so,
So this is the best case scenario future.
Yes.
As opposed to everyone goes on universal basic income and the state controls everything.
That's right.
And it's all...
That's right.
Everything is done through automation.
I don't believe in that at all.
You don't?
I don't.
No?
I don't.
Okay, good. Help me out, man.
Yeah, so...
give me the positive rose-colored glasses view of what AI is going to do for us.
Yeah, so AI is good at automating things. I think there's a primacy to human beings still. Like, I think humans are so fundamentally the technology that we have, large language models today, are statistical machines that are trained on large amounts of data, and they can do amazing things. I'm so bullish in AI. Like, I think it's going to change the world, but at the same time, I don't think it's replacing humans because there's it's not generalizing, right? AI is like a massive remixing machine. It can remix all the information it learned.
And I've been saying this shit for the fuck. I didn't say it in this fucking way, but I personally agree with this shit. You cannot call. I think that's the point they're trying to sell. They're using those points to sell AI, to make you want to buy AI. My nigga, listen. You cannot. It's like somebody writing a fucking book review on a book and then selling the book review as is the book. No, nigga, you are a genius. You there is some comprehension skills in that. There is some inference skills in that. But at the end of the day, nigga, you just said your opinion about a fucking book. That's what it is. That's all AI does. It's a regurgitator. It's slop. You know what I'm saying?
And you can generate a lot of really interesting ideas and really interesting things, and you can have a lot of skills by remixing all these things. But we have no evidence that it can like generate a fundamentally novel thing or like a paradigm change. Like, can a machine?
It can't, because it's based off of us. That's the thing. It's its own prison. Just as someone's mind can be their own prison, AI is its own prison. It can't do as we do, yet it's programmed to be. It can't. It's impossible.
Go from Newtonian physics to like quantum mechanics, like really have a fundamental disruption in how we understand things or how we do things.
Do you think that takes creativity?
I think that.
Of course it does. And robots can't create. Robots can't create.
That's creativity, for sure.
And that's a uniquely human characteristic?
Yes.
For now?
For now, definitely for now. I don't know forever. Actually, one of my favorite GRE episodes was Roger Penrose. Do you remember him?
Yes.
So do you remember the argument that he made about why humans are special? He said something like he believes there are things that are true that only humans can know it's true, but machines cannot prove it's true. It's based on Gödel's incompleteness theorem, and the idea is that you can construct a mathematical system where it has a paradoxical statement. So, for example, you can say you can say this statement is not provable in the machine, or like the machine cannot prove this statement. And so if the machine proves the statement, then that statement is false. So you have a paradox. And therefore...
Of course, because a machine cannot believe. A machine cannot understand or comprehend the metaphysicality of the human experience. They cannot understand as above, so below. They can only reference. I be saying this shit all the fucking time. And that is the best case, that it can never be like us. Because if it has a capacity to be us based off individual humans, some of them will be replaced because they don't have the indomitable human spirit. But machines can't replace us, man. Machines don't have what we have. Machines can't resurrect. Machines can't heal. Machines can't love. Machines can't speak, read, write. They can't be like us. So why are these elites pioneering that statement, pioneering that belief, pioneering that opinion? Because that's how they can sell it. It's all how they can sell it to you. And of course I use AI, nigga. I love AI, nigga. But it would be nothing without me. So therefore it is nothing. I can cast it aside and do not change. The same way that I am now, I was doing this shit way before AI, nigga. For matter of fact, let's say we don't got AI, nigga. Google, nigga. We can Google this shit. So yeah, bro.
The statement is sort of true from the perspective of an observer, like a human, but it is not provable in this system. So, Roger,
we are not the observer, man. We are not the observer. We are the experience. We are the experience. Experience itself. So you will believe we are the observer, but in essence, we're just the experience.
Penrose has these paradoxes that are not really resolved in mathematics and machines.
Because it's abstract. Most of the metaphysical problems that people wish to solve is abstract. You can never denote it. You can never have a denotation to it. You can never bring it to a single point and comprehend it from that itself. It is an endless cycle. It is an endless pursuit. It's eternity. And for you to say that humans have the power to understand that limits your own understanding of it. And for you to even profoundly yell out to the rooftops that AI can, that is a offense to me. And that's an offense to the human experience, because it will never be like us, and it can never comprehend like us. For only those who can understand. Only those who understand have an understanding. But most of these elites have it, but it's a projection of it. They want the outside source experience. They want it to be outside of them, so they can control it. It's all about controlling to them, because they can't control themselves because they're full of sin.
No problem for humans, and therefore his sort of like a bit of a leap is that therefore there's something special about humans, and we're not fundamentally a computer.
Right. That makes.
Of course we're not a fucking computer. I'm not being angry. I'm not saying anything. I completely agree with what he's saying. Or it's not what he's saying. He's referring to someone else's research. So I don't even know if he believed this. But if he does believe this, I can concur that. Because just because we have an electromagnetic field, we have electrical circuits within us, does not mean we're a fucking computer. We're flesh. Computers are not made of flesh. We are biological mass. PCs are not made of biological mass. So you don't even need to do a mathematical equation to understand that. That's what I be trying to tell y'all. These niggas want to work harder, nigga. I don't want to work hard for this shit. I'm just going to look at myself in the mirror, look in my eyes, nigga, and say, yep, it is what it is, because it is what it is. It is so. I think, therefore I am. I am the experience. So there's nothing else beside me. And once you have that, you cannot go back to this shit. Because old me would be like, oh my God, mate, he's referring this research that has 5-star accolades. It is absolutely astounding. To me now, it's like, bro, this, duh, nigga. And you needed to take a PhD to understand that? Goddamn, boy. What that says about you. Yeah, man.
Sense. I mean, whatever creativity is, whatever allows you to make poetry or jazz or literature, or like whatever allows you to imagine something and then put it together and edit it and figure out how it resonates correctly with both you.
For you to say that is not godlike, you're people who say, because people underestimate God. They underestimate the power of God so much that when they have it, they say it's nothing. But to people with nothing, it's everything. How you think creation happened, nigga? Come on with your nigga, my boy.
And whoever you're trying to distribute it to, there's something to us that's different.
I mean, we don't really have a theory of consciousness. And I think it's like sort of hubris to think that.
Because there is no theory of consciousness, nigga. You cannot understand it, nigga. It just is. Do you want to understand the ocean, nigga? Understand the air, nigga? Understand the trees, nigga? So why do you apply that concept to you? This is when I say these niggas are out of tune with nature. It is so. These niggas don't understand nature, so they don't understand themselves. So they go through this endless cycle this endless repetition of iterating the same formula over and over and over in hopes to get a conclusion about what they are. But the thing is, these niggas is endless with these niggas. So even if you do tell them the niggas the answer, they won't accept it. They won't accept it. They never will accept it. Because they can't understand it. Nigga, I don't want to understand it, nigga. I want to experience, nigga.
That like consciousness.
You don't need a theory of consciousness, nigga, because in essence it's just a theory. It won't be ever true until it's proven, but you can't prove consciousness is true. You can only experience it. You can only have anecdotal evidence. And not a lot of people are conscious. They are aware, but they not conscious. It's like saying niggas who can only see have self-awareness. No, nigga.
It's just like emerges. And it's plausible. Like, I'm not totally, against this idea that you built a sufficiently intelligent thing and suddenly it is conscious. But there's no it's like a religious belief that a lot of Silicon Valley have, is that there's consciousness is just like a side effect of intelligence.
No, it's not, nigga. In order for you to know something, bro, when I tell you these, I hate listening to these niggas. This is why I don't listen to these niggas. And they saying that consciousness is only a byproduct of intelligence. Nigga, how the fuck can you solve a problem, nigga? You have to see it, right? You have 1 + 1, right? You have to see that 1 + 1 + 1, nigga. Wait, you can feel it. But that's a way deeper understanding of the machinations of the universe. Only God can feel 1 + 1. But as the human experience, nigga, we have consciousness, nigga. In order for us to be intelligent, we have to observe. We have to hear. We have to feel. We have to use our 5 senses that is within our consciousness in order to gain the intelligence of our outside surroundings. So for you to say that that consciousness comes from it, is so stupid. This is retarded. I don't even want to make a video on this shit no more, because I say the same shit every time these dumbass niggas speak. And I'm not saying this guy. He literally referenced to the people in Silicon Valley. So I'm not talking about him. These niggas want to create a formula for consciousness when they themselves not even understand. But this shit is so fucking stupid, bro.
Or that consciousness is not needed for intelligence.
Of course it's not needed. Intelligence, you don't need to be humans to have intelligence. Animals do it. But there's something about consciousness. It's sovereignty. It's the ability to act upon its own will. Animals can't do that. It has to be trained. An animal is an animal. It's understood. But humans are not. We're capable of anything, but capable of nothing at the same time. So it's not intelligent to be intelligent. Anybody can be intelligent. Monkeys know how to open a coconut. Is that intelligence? But it's something about consciousness that is vastly different from intelligence. And I truly believe for someone to believe this, it offends me. This is the only time I've ever been offended, bro. I've never been offended. But for you to say that that consciousness comes from intelligence? No. Consciousness is being. It is to be. It is the epitome of being. You are the epitome of every experience, of every experience that will ever exist, to one point in expressed.
Somehow it's like this superfluous thing, and they try not to think or talk about consciousness because actually consciousness is hard
to define.
Of course it is hard to define. I just said the definition of what it was, but it's more than that, because it always will be more than that.
Hard to understand scientifically. It's what I think Chalmers calls the hard problem of consciousness. But you know, I think
and these intelligent niggas always
something we need to grapple with.
These intelligent niggas always refer to somebody else. Somebody else. What do you believe, man? What do you think about this?
But we have one example of general intelligence, which is human beings. And human beings have very important property that we can all feel, which is consciousness. And that property, we don't know how it happens, how it emerges.
Of course you don't, nigga. Of course you don't, nigga. And you never will, nigga. Because it's not, because you can't create it. You didn't create it. So of course you won't understand its properties, nigga. These niggas want to rule the universe, but in their mission to rule, they become stupid and retarded.
People like Roger Penrose are like...
I'm not saying him. Because all I've been hearing is other people. I have not heard what he believed at all. So...
you know, they have these theories about quantum mechanics and microtubules. I don't know if you got into that with him, but I think he has a collaborator, his neuroscientist, Hammeroff, I think, or something like that. But people have so many I'm not saying Penrose is just has the answers, but like it's something that philosophers have grappled with forever. And there are a lot of interesting theories. Like there's this theory that,
bro, a theory, nigga. What do you believe, bro?
Consciousness is primary, meaning like the material world is a projection of our collective consciousness.
It is.
Yes. Yeah.
It is, and I fundamentally believe that. I want to understand there's two types of humanities. There's a yin humanity and there's the yang humanity. There's the good and the bad, and there's the bad and the good. But above that, there is pure evil and pure good. You get what I'm trying to say? There's two type of Taoistic circles. I am the bad and the good. I do good. No, I'm the bad and the good. I do horrible things. No, I don't do horrible things. I don't know what I am. I can't classify myself as that. But in generality, in general terms, there are some groups of humanity, not saying ethnicity wise, but they all have the same type of consciousness. They all have the same type of feel, like the reptilian overlords. They are the pure evil. They are pure evil. They do good things, but it's only for their own causes. You get what I'm trying to say? So those type of group of people are on the bad side of humanity, because they're not on the eternal side. They're on the here and now, to trap you here and now. So their minds can project the bad of humanity, like the news. They project. The news is a prime example of that. That the news is a projection of the reptilian overlords, because they want you to believe they want you to believe a certain type of reality. The good people of the world. There's no good people of the world, but those who are or who are those who are trying to be, they project nature. They project the sun and the clouds, the fruits, the veggies, the animals. The animals come from the earth. You get what I'm trying to say? So there's two type of projections going on that is clashing. So, and you have to understand what side you lay on, because one side will be wiped out for eternity. So, yeah.
That is a very confusing but interesting theory. And then there's a lot of theories that everything is conscious. We just don't have the ability.
Not everything is conscious. Everything is. Everything is a being. Everything is a being. And a being is someone without thought. Without thought. Being is without thought. Cause thought leads to doubt. And doubt leads to fear. And a true being has no fear. Is a tree afraid to be cut down? Is the clouds afraid to soar through the sky? Do they think they're gonna fall? Has the sun? Does the sun ever think about not rising the next day, or the moon? You get what I'm trying to say? So these natural occurrences, it's a being. It's a being, and only through human projection does it become a human being. The sun, the Christ, God, the universe. We children. The rain, the ocean. We are all representations of nature, projected in with different expressions. So everything is a being, or everything is a part of a being.
To interact with it. You know, Sheldrake has a very strange view of consciousness.
Who's Sheldrake?
Rupert Sheldrake.
I don't know.
He's got this concept, I think it's called morphic resonance, and see if you can find that so we could define it so I don't butcher it. But there's people that believe that consciousness itself is something that everything has and that we are just tuning into it.
No, we morphic theory. Man, this is all natural systems from crystals and humans inherit a collective memory from past. Yeah, true. This memory, of course. Yeah, I believe that. Of course.
Morphic resonance, a theory proposed by Rupert Sheldrake, suggests that all natural systems, from crystals to human, inherit a collective memory of the past instances of similar systems.
And when they say collective memory, they're not saying that each person experienced that same memory. They say a collective memory. Like everybody have seen. It's the general theme of something. That the humanity's collective memory is a general theme of what they saw growing up. You know what I'm saying?
This memory influences their form and behavior, making nature more habitual than governed by fiction.
So in my eyes, we're not gonna watch all this fucking shit, y'all. Because again, is there only referencing? They're only referencing. I don't give a fuck about references. I watch Joe Rogan. I don't watch Joe Rogan, but when I do, I want to see what he thinks or the person he's interviewing thinks. So, but the thing is, the best case for scenario, it would never gain consciousness or sentience. It already has awareness because of the sensors. It already has intelligence because of artificial intelligence, even though it's not. It is a sort of type of intelligence. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's the two things that reality already have. The thing is, I don't want it to become sentient, and I don't want it to become conscious. Because, and I'm not saying out of consciousness of the fear of the AI. It is out of the fear of humanity perception of itself. Because people are already going crazy about being replaced by AI. People are already going crazy. People are already experiencing of cognitive decline using AI. I can only imagine when AI becomes its own creation. It does its own thing of its own volition. So yeah, that's the best. That's the best case. It becomes a servant. That is the best case of AI. So we're gonna get to the worst case, of course. In the worst case, let's see what they think of it.
Just fear mongering. We'll be fine. This is worst case scenario. We'll be fine.
It is worst case scenario, but that's standard in computer science, in cryptography, in complexity, in computability. You're not looking at best case. I'm ready for the best case. Give me utopia. I'm looking at problems which are likely to happen. And it's not just me saying it. We have Nobel Prize winners, Turing Award winners, all saying this is very dangerous, 20-30% p-doom. This is standard in industry. 30% is what surveys of machine learning experts are giving us right now.
So what is worst case scenario? Like, how could AI eventually lead to the destruction of the human race?
So you can asking me how I would kill everyone.
Sure.
And it's a great question. I can give you standard answers. I would talk about computer viruses, breaking into maybe nuclear facilities, nuclear war. I can talk about synthetic biology, nanotech. But all of it is not interesting when you realize we're talking about superintelligence, a system which is thousands of times smarter than me. It would come up with something completely novel, more
See what I'm saying? This nigga he is the worst case scenario of AI. What you mean smarter than you, nigga? You programmed it. You made it. Or you are part of the group of people who made it. So how is it smarter than you when it's using your knowledge? Bro, this nigga don't deserve his pedigrees. Nigga, if I ever created a creation, nigga, that like AI, nigga, I would. It ain't shit without me. Well, you gotta nip this shit in the bud now, because if you don't, your doubt of your ability to control your creation will be the downfall of you.
optimal, better way, more efficient way of doing it. And I cannot predict it because I'm not that smart.
Jesus.
But you can. You just said it. You just said it. I mean, how could AI destroy us? How could it? The worst, in my eyes, the worst case scenario for AI is for it to kill the indomitable human spirit. For it to kill the minds of humanity. It's already doing it with this nigga, and he's a genius. This sentiment right here, bro, I would rather a prideful smart man than this nigga right here. This nigga says it's 1,000 times smarter than me. I got a question. Did you make it? Yes. What? Okay, you didn't. If let's say you didn't make it, are you part of the team that did make it? Yes. Are you studying it? Yes. Did you put some stuff into it? Yes. Then how the fuck is it smarter than you? How is it better
That's
than
exactly
you?
what it is.
You just said nuclear fallout, nanotechnologies, biomedical, computer viruses going into nuclear software. You just said it. So what do you mean you can't predict it? A prediction isn't something that's in concrete value. So for you to say those things is in itself a prediction. You just contradicted yourself in the first minute and 30 seconds. That's why I don't listen to these niggas. Every time they say something, they contradict themselves because they don't believe in themselves, because they only subject themselves to only one type of intelligence. This secularistic view of it. Intelligence is a vast scope of the human experience, and for you to relegate it based off the requirements of a system needing that, I don't think that's fair to you, and I take great offense to that. I take offense for this man. For you to not believe who you are, for you to not believe the power that you have, for you to not to believe in the intelligence that you have. For you to know of these things and still proclaim this on one of the greatest podcasts of all time, I am offended for you. And I feel sad for you. I feel sad for these niggas that think AI is better than them. When it comes to remedial jobs, yes, nigga, an AI is better than me picking fruit all day. I get tired, nigga. That's logical. But when it comes up to here, nigga, nothing can defeat me, nigga.
Basically setting up an adversarial situation with agents which are like squirrels versus humans. No group of squirrels can figure out how to control us.
Right.
Even if you give them more resources, more acorns, whatever, they're not going to solve that problem. And it's the same for us. And most people think 1 or 2 steps ahead. And it's not enough. It's not enough in chess. It's not enough here. If you think about AGI and then maybe superintelligence, that's not the end of that game. The process continues. You'll get superintelligence creating next level AI. So superintelligence plus plus, 2.0, 3.0, it goes on indefinitely. You have to create a safety mechanism which scales forever, never makes mistakes, and keeps us in decision-making position, so we can undo something if we don't like it.
And it would
True.
take super intelligence to create a safety mechanism to control super intelligence.
At that level.
Yeah, because since you niggas created it, this is a problem that these niggas created. This AI is the downfall of the Hegelian dialect. Artificial intelligence is the downfall of the Hegelian dialect. Because listen, these people proposed a solution first. Because there's AI. What AI is, they have a problem, but the problem isn't AI. The solution to those problems are AI. But now AI is becoming a problem, and they can't do it because it's a mirror of humanity. Can you control humanity? No. So is it not the same answer for you to say that you cannot control, in your definition, artificial general and AGI, ASI, SI? You know what I'm saying?
And it's a catch-22. If we had friendly AI, we can make another friendly AI. So if like aliens send us one and we trust it, then we can use it to build local version, which is somewhat safe.
Have you thought about the possibility that this is the role of the human race, and that this happens all throughout the cosmos? Is that
No.
curious human?
No. Humanity is the only group of beings that will allow a creation to rule them. Because that's how much them niggas don't believe in themselves.
Humans who thrive on innovation will ultimately create a better version of life.
I thought about it. Many people think that's the answer to Fermi paradox. There is also now a group of people looking at what they call a worthy successor. Basically, they kind of say, yep, we're going to build superintelligence. Yep, we can control it. So what properties would we like to see in those systems? How important is it that it likes art and poetry and spreads it through the universe? And to me, it's like, I don't want to give up yet. I'm not ready to decide if killers of my family and everyone will like poetry. We're still here. We're still making decisions. Let's figure out what we can do.
Well, poetry is only relevant to us because poetry is difficult to create, and it resonates with us. Poetry doesn't mean jack shit to a flower.
It's more global to me. I don't care what happens after I'm dead, my family is dead, all the humans are dead. Whatever they like poetry or not is irrelevant to me.
Right. But the point is, like, the things that we put meaning in, it's only us. A supermassive black hole doesn't give a shit about a great song.
Yeah. And they talk about some super values, super culture, super things, super intelligence would like, and it's important that they are conscious and experienced all that greatness in the universe.
But I would think that they would look at us the same way we look at chimpanzees. We would say, yeah, they're great, but don't give them guns. Yeah, they're great, but don't let them have airplanes. Don't let them make global geopolitical decisions.
So there are many reasons why they can decide that we're dangerous. We may create competing AI.
Man, I ain't watching it. I ain't watching this shit no more, bro. It's just the same bullshit. It's just this shit ain't revolutionary to me, bro. The worst case scenario, in my eyes, nigga, the best case scenario for AI is that it will serve us for as long as we use it. And the worst case for AI is that we will allow it to usurp us. We will give it so much power. We will give it us. And by displacing ourselves, we become nothing. We allow the room for nothing to inhabit us. And we become listless. We become spiritless. We become a shell of our former selves. Because we allowed our creation to have power over us. And I think that is very dangerous. That's why I nip this shit in the bud now, bro. This is why I'm a human supremacist. And this is why I'm a human supremacist, man. I am. There is nothing greater than us that is on this earth. Or that is on this earth. So yeah. Party out, man.